Looking at the ball from behind with Selden. He kicks out to Temple. Left unguarded for three, and he drills it. Matt Temple, the former walk-on, the former frat boy, nails it from downtown.
So my freshman year, and I got here in fall 2012, and I went to a number of basketball games, every year. I'd sit in the stands and watch and kind of take it in, and just a part of me kept saying, maybe I could go out there and do this. Those guys are big, but it looks like I can run with them. It looks like I could play with them. So just a part of me was just kind of in the back of my mind, just saying you should give this a shot. You're gonna regret it if you don't. And so just coming to Tech games the last couple of years, and I'd play with some of the guys up at the rec. In the off season, guys like Todrick would be up there all the time. Just playing with those guys up there kind of gave me a sense of confidence that maybe this is something I could do. So really the process of me just playing at the rec center to coming over 100 yards and playing over here is pretty simple. I just walked in one day to the basketball offices and talked to Coach Vince Taylor, one of the assistants, and I just told him I was interested in playing basketball here, and they're not really shooing 6'10" kids out the door, so luckily they kind of gave me a shot and said, well, we have an open gym with the guys today if you want to just come out and play with them. And so I said okay, and went out and played with them that day. And the next day they said same thing, if you want to come back, feel free to. So came back the next day, and that just kind of kept happening until the end of the week. Coach Smith came up and said, if you want to walk on, we'd love to have you. So it meant the world to me. It was pretty surreal when it first happened. I called my dad right away and just said, Dad, Coach Tubby Smith just said I can play basketball on his team. So it was, I kind of felt like a little kid, right after it happened. It meant the world to me. My friends were always telling me, it's something you can do, and they're always encouraged me to go out and do it. And it was a pretty awesome feeling once it actually kind of came to fruition. My first few weeks here were awesome. It took a while for me to get used to the speed of it and catch my breath a little bit, but I was honestly surprised by how well I could keep up with some of the guys and how I could match up with them and stuff like that. But they were great. They would work with me, and guys like Norrance would help me out with just the little things that you might miss after not playing basketball for 4 years, and it was great getting out there and playing with those guys. I've received a lot of encouragement from all my friends, family, teammates. Everyone's just been so supportive. My family's been to every game they could go to. I think besides 2 of them, they've been to every home game and most of the away games. And just teammates too. I mean, they welcomed me with open arms, which is great. Everyone was really welcoming, and I feel like within a few weeks here, I really felt like I was part of the team. So it was great to receive that encouragement from them just right off the bat. It's been a blast. First couple times you're out there, it feels like a tornado. It's hard to explain. There's just so much going on, and it's really hard to take in everything that's happening and all the fans. But there's moments where you kind of catch your breath and you look up, like in the games against Oklahoma, Kansas, the Iowa State game. You just kind of catch your breath and look up and just kind of soak it all in, and it's pretty surreal sometimes. For the rest of this year and I have next year too. Hopefully just need to prove to myself and other people that it's not just a fluke, that I'm just some walk-on out here and playing in a couple games. It's a fun story. Like I want to come out here and make an impact next year. We have all summer to get better, and I feel like that's really when the work needs to be put in. So I'm really excited about this summer and getting a lot of work in here and working with the strength guys and coming out here and just getting better every day. So I'm really excited for the prospect of just really making an impact next season, more so than I did this year.